Hey y'all, give a shout out to Flutie Lick. Jared over at Flutie Lick Homestead. We got our Flutie Lick shirts on today. We love their channel. We like watching their videos. Jared, you guys need to make some more videos. We hadn't seen you in a while, but we got these from them, and we're wearing them today. We're gonna work in the garden today. Well, you've heard the old adage, making hay while the sun's shining. Well, what do you do when you can't make hay? Hey y'all, welcome back to the farm. We just had the tropical storm move through yesterday, and everything's kind of wet from that. Not real bad. But it's supposed to be clear today, so my plans were this morning when I got up was to mow and do some tilling in the garden. Well, we just got about a ½ inch of rain in about 20 or 30 minutes, and everything is soaked, so that's out of luck. That's out of the question. So again, what do you do when you can't make hay? Well, you do the next best thing. Tomorrow's Cast Iron Wednesday, and we're going to make, you guessed it, a Blackberry Cobbler in the cast iron skillet. We got a lot of berries out here that are ready to pick, and we're going to pick them and make a little. Lens is fogging up. Hang on. Sorry about that. The humidity's about 9,000% out here. But we're gonna pick some blackberries, and thought we'd take you along for the ride. Let me show you these. I bought these blackberry canes about 5 years ago from a man in Michigan, and he told me they were some of the biggest, best blackberries that he'd ever had. What do you think? When you're picking a blackberry, just because they look right, maybe sometimes they're not. What you want to do when you pick that blackberry, you want that berry, when you grab a hold of it, you want it just basically fall off in your hand. That gives you the maximum sweetness in these berries. As you can see, we got a lot of berries still yet to come on this. This is just the first batch that we've actually picked. But I think we got enough here to do a cobbler. I need to get in here and clean these out. I do that in my spare time. can see everything's soaking wet. See, that one there's not ready, not quite ready yet. Well, there's what we ended up with. Something else that I might tell you, if you don't know, if you've never picked blackberries before, you might see the shine on those. When they get that shine to them, that's when they're ready. That's when they're at their peak, their sweetest. You'll notice the end of that is not green anymore. And also when you're picking these, sometimes if you'll just look on the ground, I know the ground's dirty, but folks, we're made out of dirt, so God made us out of dirt. You can pick them up off the ground, you're gonna wash them anyway. But those ones laying on the ground a lot of times are your best berries because they've ripened to the fullest. And there's what we end up with. I really wanted a little bit more than that, but it's okay. It's just gonna be me and Mama and make a little, just a little cobbler for us. But I wanted to show you something else, what I picked up. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these before. This is a Chicago hardware foundry Dutch oven. And they call this process hammered. And this one here is in pretty decent shape. I picked it up from a guy in Nebraska. The internet's great. You can buy all kinds of stuff. But these are highly sought after. You get one of these restored and they're worth $300. But you can see this one's kind of grungy. And just kind of want to let you know here in a few videos, I'm going to restore this thing and show you how to do it. You can see this is kind of got some stuff in it, but it needs to be restored. When you get these restored, they have a bronze color to them, bronzish copper, and they are beautiful if you restore them right. But that's a video coming up. Just kind of wanted to show you what I'd picked up. Alright, we're going to try something here. I'm cheating today. I'm using store-bought dough. But what we're going to do, we're going to try, we like crescent rolls. We like the flavor of it. But what I'm going to try to do, instead of using the regular pie dough, I'm going to use one of these crescent roll sheets. They come in sheets, you can get them. And I'm going to put it on the bottom, and then we're going to try to put it on the top. So let me get this unwrapped, and we'll put it in the skillet. Alright, we got that unwrapped. We probably ought to spray the bottom of that just a little bit. This is a number 6 Griswold. Shouldn't be any sticking, but sometimes you know how that goes. So we're just going to do this crust on the bottom. And what we're going to do, uh-oh, I tore it. What we're going to do is bake this bottom a little bit, and that way it won't get real. We don't like I don't like a cobbler, so to speak, because it gets doughy, and we're not those type of people. We like the crunchy, the thin crust, that type of thing. So let me get a knife here. No, I didn't fall. We're just going to trim this up around the bottom. We just want this bottom basically covered here. And because it never fails when you make a cobbler, that bottom crust, it gets kind of doughy. So we're gonna try to make this where it's not doughy. I'm going to save this dough that we've got, and we'll use it. I've got another one of these for the top. You want to be careful when you're cutting in your cast iron, because you'll scratch the surface, you'll scratch that coating that you or your grandmother or somebody has spent an entire lifetime to get it that way. And I'm going to kind of take some of this dough that we got left and make us a good dough in the bottom. I've got the oven heated to 350, and we're going to cook this for about 7 minutes at 350, and then we'll take it out. In the meantime, we'll get our berries ready, and if I don't hurry up and get these berries ready, there's not going to be any left. You know how that goes when you pick and I've never done this with this crescent dough before, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. So you guys are going to find out with me on this one. The sun's come out now after the little storm we had this morning, and the humidity is unbearable, but I'm hoping that it'll dry out the ground enough that I can mow a little grass this afternoon. Tomorrow's church day, so we don't get much done on Wednesdays around here. That's okay. I'm just glad we're getting ready to have church again. We're getting ready to have Bible study and stuff again, and prayer meetings and things like that. This may not work, but we're going to try it. So let me pop this in the oven, and we'll start getting our berries ready. Alright, we got all of our stuff here. We got our berries in a bowl. We're going to put those in a large bowl. To that bowl, you want to add a half a cup of flour. This is our flour that we hand ground. You can look at that video a week or two back. This is fresh wheat berries that there's a wheat berry video. And we need a half a cup of it. And looks like I'm about to have to grind some more. So add a half cup of flour. We need a stick of butter melted. We'll put that in there in just a second. We need, let me see here, I lost my place. 1.33 cups of sugar. We have to use stevia around here because Mama can't eat the sugar, so we're going to use the stevia. There's a half. Ooh, that's a bunch. There's 1 cup. There's a third. Now to all this, we're going to add our butter, our melted butter, 1 stick of melted butter. And you melt that in the microwave. You don't let that cool down a little bit. You don't want to pour that in there on those nice berries. Need something to mix with. And you just want to mix all this up. Kind of coat those berries real good. You see that's kind of doughy looking? That's kind of what we want. To that we want to add 1/3 cup of cold water. That looked like about 1/3, didn't it? If you've never had a Blackberry Cobbler with some vanilla ice cream on it, you have missed out. You have not lived. This will all get better incorporated in the pie when we put it in there. You just want to get this all mixed up. That flour's gonna thicken it up for us. What that flour's gonna do. Alright, let me check on the pie crust, my bottom. Well, I didn't care for the way this dough came up, so I'm going to use regular pie dough on the top, but hey, we're going to use it. So we let this cook for about 10 minutes. This has started cooking on the bottom. It rose up a little bit, but we want to add our berries in there, our berry mixture. Crank your oven up to 400 degrees. I'm going to try to fold this top dough down into that side groove there and make it work. I'm going to try. I probably should have tested this recipe before I did it, but I didn't plan on doing this today. Again, we got store-bought pie crust. I'll be ashamed of myself, huh? Get that all unfolded, and let's see if we can't push this down in there like so. I believe we can without burning ourselves, because that skillet is hot. Let's see if we can't marry that to the bottom crust a little bit. I believe it's going to work. That juice is already starting to come out of there. Ooh, that's hot. All right. We're going to put a couple little slits in the top. Let the air out. We're going to sprinkle a little sugar on top of this, and we're going to pop it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. I'll bring you back when she's done. Well, there she is, 45 minutes later. Still bubbling. It turned out pretty good. I'll let you know. I figure about 6 o'clock tonight, 5:30, 6 o'clock, I'll be having a piece of that with some vanilla ice cream on it. That's my Cast Iron Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hope you like this and share it. Share it with somebody. And I'm almost to 100 subscribers. I think I'm at 77 now. But I've been trying to grow this channel and do what I can. Got some gardening videos coming up. Did replant the green beans. We've got 5 rows of green beans. They're all coming up. The other gardens are doing good. I wanted to till today and do some hoeing, but it's mud right now, so that'll have to wait. So me and the Smoke Dog, we're gonna go eat us a piccolo sandwich for lunch, and then we're gonna try to do some mowing this afternoon. I thought I saw some elephants and giraffes and lions running out across the yard this morning. It's that bad, but that's the way it goes. Hey, again, like, subscribe, share these videos, comments. I'd love to hear some comments from some of you. Y'all stay safe. Remember, God's in control. See ya.